So in resting as awareness, you already know that these thoughts and emotions, you know this at least to some degree, that these thoughts and emotions that you took to be good and bad thoughts and emotions, you're finding out they're really not that way. That this whole good and bad thing, even though it's what many people believe, and maybe we've believed it too, that this whole good and bad thing about thoughts and emotions, that it really doesn't have any substance when we start to rest as awareness. So then we get in touch with something about ourselves. This is what is called wisdom, the clear light of wisdom. And from the clear light of wisdom, we see that there's a vantage that can see everything there is to see about cause and effect and good and bad and all time and location, all these other laws we've taken to be true. We see in the naturalness of our own being that it's not the only way to look at things, that truly there is something about us that is beyond the cause and effect relationship of taking good thoughts to create well-being and bad thoughts to create lack of well-being. This is what many of us have believed. Good emotions create well-being, and bad emotions or negative emotions create lack of well-being. This is a natural relationship that we've learned. We've learned that this cause and effect relationship is true, many of us. So when we start to see that it isn't true within ourselves, then we start to look at everything in the same way. Well, we see within the naturalness of our own being that thoughts and emotions don't have an independent nature, that just because they're described as something doesn't mean that they are something that can alter our course of well-being. And then, we open up from that. We start to see that other things, too, cannot alter our well-being. That awareness is, nothing can alter or affect awareness in any way. So first within our own thoughts and emotions, we see this. And then pretty soon we notice that what other people say to us, that it also has no independent nature. It can't affect us in any way. It can't alter our well-being in any way. And this is very, very powerful because many of us have lived our life thinking that our own thoughts and emotions and what other people say and think about us, that these things can alter our well-being. Well, when we rest in awareness, then we see that isn't the case. And so, more and more a very expansive openness is the case with everything that appears. This is very powerful. This is very profound in the whole cause and effect relationship of everything that we took to be the case. Well, it falls apart. It falls apart because we can see that we used to be worried about what other people think about us, and some things people would say to us we liked, and then we wanted those people around us. Other people would say things we didn't like, and we didn't want them around us. Well, when nothing can affect our well-being, then we truly have a choice. You see, then we truly have a choice in life. We can be in any situation without impediment, but that doesn't mean we do that all the time. We may, but it isn't necessary. We're not trying to go through some grueling test of our powers of awareness. We're just relaxing and enjoying life like, oh, I'm sick, but I don't think I'll take any medicine because I'm going to out-awareness my sickness or whatever it is. We might do that, but why do that? Why bother with that? It really doesn't matter. In the beginning, it's just most important to get acquainted with awareness in a very natural way, a very organic way. As we already are awareness, it's not a big deal. And if we rely on other people who are enjoying awareness, resting as awareness for support, then it is very easy, and awareness becomes continuous very quickly. So, it's easy when just freedom and immediate perception, complete perceptual openness in the direct encounter with any appearance, whatever it is. And we see that it doesn't have a hold. It never has had a hold. That's very reassuring and self-affirming. And we just go on. There's no way to turn back then, you see. Where would we go from there? From there we can't say, oh yeah, I really want to go on proving that everything has an independent nature. It becomes impossible, and when we look at the way we've lived, we just laugh, because there's really no way to go back. There's only the ease of awareness that is naturally present right now.